How's it going? Welcome back to the show. This is You Made Roscoe. I am Roscoe. And today we're going to be doing a reaction to a video from, this is actually a clip from the show. This is a new show that, well, new for me. I don't know how old this show is, honestly, but I feel like it's relatively new, like over the last few months or so is about the timeline for me as far as me hearing of this show. But the name of the show is Pop the Balloon, and on this show, it's a dating show. Either it's a lineup of guys or a lineup of women. Usually, I've seen women, but yeah, those lineups get to either save their balloon or pop the balloon. Given if they whether or not they like or dislike the person that they're looking at. But the name of this video is The Ladies Humbled Dr. Elom. And it looked like this is going to be one of those ones where it's going to be some cutting up happening, and I'm here for that. I don't get a lot of petty intake, because I don't do petty. But I could do a little petty, so this is my petty intake for the day, but The Ladies Humble Dr. Elom is the name of this. Before we get into it, I do want to ask for anybody who hasn't to please say happy birthday to me, because today is my birthday. So first of all, do that. Get in the comment section, show your boy some love. And second of all, make sure that you subscribe to the page, you hit the notification bell. You can go over to the young lady who you could just type in the search engine, Pop the Balloon, because that's not the name of the page. It's the young lady who hosts this show. It'll direct you right to her page, so you can support her and make sure that you check out these shows if you like them. But yeah, let's go ahead and start. I'm ready. You're ready. Let's go.
All right, let's go ahead and bring out our next single guy. Welcome in.
He's back.
Ooh. All right. If we can have your name.
That was so fast. I was not expecting that.
What's your name, sir?
Hi, my name is Dr. Elom.
And Dr.
Y'all know
Elom,
who I am?
How old are you?
That's not fair.
Dr. Elom, how old are you?
I'm 39.
Okay, all right. Now, we do see you pointed out Dr. Elom. What kind of doctor are you? What do you do?
Yeah, I'm a dentist, so actually, please forgive me for my attire. I had an emergency earlier, and I had to rush here, so I didn't have time to change.
Let me pause this for a second. It's funny that and apparently he's been on this show before because they knew who he was, and with him being on the show before, apparently whatever happened when he was on before, it didn't go well. Because he'd be off with that person and wouldn't have any need for this show anymore. But he comes back on and he's back, and almost all of the ladies pop their balloon. So I don't know what happened, but we're gonna get some insight, hopefully, on why these ladies immediately was like, no. Like, nah, I'm good. I'm good on you, dude. I heard about you, but let's continue.
She's not even looking at my face. Okay, so I am a traveling dentist. I travel up and down the West Coast, pulling teeth and placing implants for those who need it.
Okay, all right. Now, what do you look for in a woman?
What I look for in a woman is pretty universal, and I'm not sure if it's been explained this way, but I'm going to try. There's 3 things that every man wants, and if you do these 3 things, you can procure any man that you want. And this isn't my information that I just came up with. This is actually research-based, and the first thing is being useful. How can you be useful to the person in your life. Why is that important? Because when you are a useful asset to the man that you want to be, then there is no way that he's ever going to want to get rid of you. The second thing is you have to blow his mind in the bedroom. What does that mean? That means you take the wildest, nastiest thing that you've ever done, figure out the wildest, nastiest thing that he's ever done, and exceed that. Otherwise, he can just get it from somewhere else. Now, the third thing, and this thing is the most important thing. It doesn't matter if you do the first two things. If you don't do this last thing, then you won't be able to keep your man, and that is respect. Always respect your man. Now, if you have any confusion as to what respect is, say to yourself, would I say this to the person who is writing my checks? Would I say this to my boss? And if you wouldn't, don't say it to your man.
You know what? He's actually, all of the points that he's making are very good points, very valid. But there's something wrong with it. See, there's always a how you do, to everything, so it's not what you do, it's how you do it, and so it's kind of funny to me, and these ladies are probably thinking the same thing, or something close, when you have a guy he's coming onto a dating show looking for love, yet he has like all the he's coming off very life coachy, and like a dude who has all the answers or whatever the case is. And it's like, dude, if you knew it all, or had all the answers, you'd have a somebody. It'd be better to like, if you have like what's the word that I'm looking for? You have certain things that you're looking for in a certain person. There's nothing wrong with communicating that to any people that you happen to be courting or whatever the case is. But in this environment, I think it's a little much, I don't know, maybe that's me, but the way he's coming off a little bit, I don't know. I can see why these ladies are kind of, put off a little bit, because he's also has this air about him. And I've been accused of that before, so I know what that is. But let's keep it going.
So I'm looking for those three things.
Okay. So, Dr. Elom, we did have you on episode 2 of Pop the Balloon or Find Love. And also in the Get to Know with you, we found out that, it didn't really work out too much with your match. What happened there?
Well, we decided that we wanted different things in life. We had a great conversation. We went to dinner. I thought that she was first class. But ultimately, we decided to just be friends and just support each other along our journeys.
Okay, sounds good. So we did get a couple of pop balloons here. Let's go over to some of these ladies and see what's going on.
Please, let's.
All right, let's start here. If we can have your name and age and why you ended up popping.
My name is Brenda. I'm 36.
Okay.
The reason why I popped, very good looking man. Well put together. You're in the dentistry world. That's amazing. I'm sure your love language is acts of service, since you are in the dentistry world. But the way you answered that question...
Actually, my love language is physical touch. Oh. And quality time. Oh. And words of affirmation.
I see that you like to interrupt.
I apologize.
It's best that I did pop that balloon. Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Now, is Brenda someone that's your type?
I actually don't know enough about her to make a valid decision on that, but I love the dress. You have a gorgeous smile. I love what you've done with your makeup and your hair. You're, awesome.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Let's go over here. If we can have your name and age.
I'm Jador. I'm 31.
All right. And Jador, why did you end up popping your balloon?
Dr. Elom, it's such a tragedy because you are so handsome. I feel like you are extremely arrogant. And I feel like you're probably going to have a hard time because you seem like the type, like a know-it-all type of guy. And sometimes you have to be careful with that because even when you know it all, you don't know everything. You know, so being humble sometimes can be your best friend, even if you do know it all, even if you're very smart, very wise, you know, but just having a humble attitude, you know what I mean? You would probably go a lot further.
Yeah, let me pause it and see. I said that. I did not just say that. Like, and I know this from experience, firsthand, for real, you know. But when I've been accused of this, a lot of the time it's been inaccurate accusations. Sometimes it's been accurate, you know what I mean? But with me, I like to, I'll hear some things and I know how to take constructive criticism from people. So I don't spaz out when people have things to say about me that they think I should correct, you know. And I told you that there was an error about this dude. I know that error. I know it when I see it. And I figured that somebody was gonna call it out, and she just did. You know, she called it out. And and nobody had to tell me that once I saw it or anybody brought it to my attention, now I could keep it for what it was and say, okay, sometimes it's good that even when you know something, just to add, I mean, not to act as if you don't, but you don't have to answer. You don't have to have the answer for everything, is what I learned. You know, and so and I think a lot of people learn that as they get older, like to embracing ignorance isn't that bad. Because that ignorance is just not knowing, you know. And so when you embrace not knowing, you could go forward, learn, and now I know, you know. But let's push this back a little and let's continue.
Very smart, very wise, you know, but just having a humble attitude, you know what I mean? You would probably go a lot further. And I say that with all the respect in the world.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Who's your dentist?
Who is my dentist? Not you, sweetheart. And I'm just gonna leave it right there.
Oh, I know. I'm not your dentist.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, let's keep it
Let's go
going.
to our next person
Wow.
here. Your name and age and why you ended up popping.
So my name is Brittany. I'm 31, and like she said, you look really good. I like that you're in the you're a dentist, but you are given arrogant, and it's given toxic too. Like it's given to you want to debate all the time. Like it's like gonna give me a headache. And if you like she said, if you do know it all, just a little bit better to be humble. So that's it. But you look good, you're handsome, but it's given toxic, and I don't want that. And it's also given like this is a joke to you. Like you just want to come on here just to say stuff to get a viral moment. I'm not feeling that.
Wow.
Dr. Elom?
Yeah, I don't even really know what to say with that. I appreciate your perspective. I think that your feelings are valid. And if you are looking for a nuclear relationship, I probably am a red flag for you. So you're probably right on that.
I love your honesty. Thank you.
All right. If we can have your name and age and why you ended up popping.
Hi, I'm Nova. I'm 30. Yeah, it was just the arrogance for me. I love a man that's very confident. Like you, I'm gonna toot your horn every chance I get. But I think you toot your own horn, so I don't think I would be able to accommodate that every day. Like you're tooting, and then I'm trying to uplift, and it would just be a roller coaster ride, like all the time. Like I feel like we would constantly be up here, and I like my space. I like quiet. I feel like every day would be something not negative, but just the energy would just be very high for me. Like
It sounds like self-love is something that's challenging for you.
self-love. Oh no, baby, I'm sorry.
Because if you loved yourself, then you wouldn't have any problem loving me.
Oh, I love myself a lot, and I want to be able to love someone as much as I love myself. But I feel like you love yourself so much that there wouldn't be any room for me to love you.
That sounded good, but it also didn't make very much sense
That's
because
fine.
love isn't a container. Love is
It's not a
something that you
container.
are. So I
Yeah.
love myself. I've worked on myself, and I
Uh-huh.
understand the tools that it takes to practice self-love.
Okay.
And so space and time isn't really an objective field that you need to use as a barometer to see if it's possible, if we can love each other. It's either you love yourself and you can share that, or you're uncomfortable with it. And so I feel that you're also uncomfortable with me loving myself as much as
No,
I
no,
do.
no.
And it's
I'm
coming off
definitely
as
not uncomfortable.
arrogance.
Oh, I'm arrogant?
Yeah, no, he not you. He's saying what you said to him, Miss Lady. But let me push this back just a tiny bit. And yeah, no, he's actually reaffirming and confirming, something that the one young lady right before this one said about the confrontational aspect of him. And you could tell, like, every time these ladies share their criticisms of him, that he's having a hard time taking this for whatever reason. For somebody who seems like they're very confident in themselves, like, for me, like, I wouldn't have an issue. And I've seen other ones where guys have taken the criticism and just kind of let it roll off of them, and they were very humble dudes. You could tell the humility in these dudes, and different variations of humble too. So it wasn't the same type of humble. There was some who was a little more boisterous, but still you could tell that they knew how to check their egos and stuff like that. But this dude, though, he's different, and not so good of a way, but yeah, no, he is a confrontational dude, something that women ain't gonna like because it comes off as catty. Like, why are you arguing with a chick? First of all, you're not gonna win with them. You're not gonna win with a woman in an argument, And so yeah, no, that's this dude. Let's continue.
So I feel that you're also uncomfortable with me loving myself as much as
No,
I
no,
do.
no.
And it's
I'm
coming off
definitely
as
not uncomfortable.
arrogance.
Oh, I'm arrogant?
No, I said it's coming off as
Oh,
arrogance.
you're coming up. Yeah, you do.
So my confidence is triggering you because
No,
it's
no.
reminding
I
you
love confidence. I melt in it.
it's not.
What he's saying is a real thing, but he's taking his to another extreme, I think. But what he is saying, I do understand. You know what I mean? Like, having that love in yourself can make others, like, rub others the wrong way just because, you know what I mean? They ain't got their stuff together, and haven't looked at themselves in whatever light that you would, or how I would, or whatever, So yeah, no, it's crazy, but let's continue.
Not about you not having self-love. It's about you not appreciating the self-love in other people. And that is a direct reflection of how you see yourself. The term is called projection. When you see me shining, it reminds you that you're not shining enough.
Oh, so when I said that I melt in confidence, that kind of went over your head?
Melting in confidence isn't...
Self-love, confidence, all that in my man is very important to me, because I don't want to date a man that does not love himself, because then he won't love me as much. The level of love will be different.
Look, I'm really trying to follow you.
I know,
all right?
I know, but it's okay.
But your ego won't allow you to take responsibility for your lack. And
My
that's
lack?
okay.
This is another reason, that another thing that's showing you something's wrong in him, is that like, the reality of this should have hit him a long time ago. Of y'all have already made the decision of y'all not gonna connect. All of this talk is for nothing. So I don't know, but excuse me. But yeah, no, they doing all this back and forth for nothing. That me, I'm not wasteful like that. Let's go.
Hey.
But I don't lack anything, babe.
I know. Popped y'all's balloon before you even got to know Dr. Elom. What a shame. What a shame.
Is it though? Yeah. You'll find your
You said you watched the show before you got here, which means you have a preconceived indoctrination of who you think I am. So you popped your balloon before you even got to know me based on what you've already seen, please.
Why do you want to argue with me?
I'm not arguing with you. I'm using an inflection that is emphasizing my point. You thinking that I'm arguing is a direct trigger that you can't handle what I'm saying to you.
Okay, love bug. I've been here and done that.
Okay, yeah,
thank you.
let's
Go
do it. Let's see what's next.
She's saying, don't go that away, bruh.
All right, if we can have your name and age and why you ended up popping.
My name is Tatiana. Okay, respectfully, where do I begin, my guy? You got a lot of dip on your chip, and I feel like the way that you coming at everybody else with like, oh, who's your dentist and everything, you finna ask me who my dentist is. And I'm not with that just yet. I'm not ready for that.
I know it's triggering.
Let me finish real quick, respectfully. I'm sorry, you know, because you interrupt everybody else. Let me speak real quick. I just personally feel like you're not used to and I'm not trying to say like, oh, I'm alpha male, like, you know, whatever. Like, you're not used to a dominant woman. I feel like you are like, it's easy kind of coming to you to belittle women a little bit. I understand where you're coming from with everything that you do, and I saw the last episode, but like you do come off as arrogant. Confidence is cool, but like, know the difference a little bit. What you gonna say about my tooth, bro?
Why would I want a dominant woman when
Next.
I'm the dominant one?
Go ahead. There can't be, you know.
Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead. What's
Do
up?
you think you're the prize?
I know I'm the prize.
You're the prize to the men you don't want.
Okay.
When you get a man that you actually want, please believe me, we're the prize.
Okay. Next.
Okay. Your name and age and why you ended up popping.
My name is Unique. I'm 31. And I popped, not that I disagree with how he is. I love I love how he is.
Say it with your chest, girl. Say it with your chest.
He has confidence. It's nothing wrong with how he is. It's not what I want at the moment. Because I dealt with his kind before, in a way. Not exactly, because, you know, everybody's different. But I dealt with his kind before, and there's nothing wrong with how he is.
Okay.
I feel like right now this is not the right platform for him as far as in what he's looking for, or maybe he's still trying to figure out what it is you want. I don't know. But
I know what I want.
maybe you do know what you want.
I know what I want.
But obviously it's multiple things that he wants that he hasn't found and received in one woman.
Maybe he wants you. I don't know. You already said you dealt with this type. You familiar? You seem like she doesn't have nothing negative to say about that type up to this point. It seemed like she's gonna get there because I hear the but in her voice. But you know, still everything she's saying up to this point is like, okay, where's the bad thing? You know, but let's push this back a little bit. Let's do this and we'll continue.
Okay.
I feel like right now this is not the right platform for him as far as in what he's looking for, or maybe he's still trying to figure out what it is you want. I don't know. But
I know what I want.
maybe you do know what you want.
I know what I want.
But obviously it's multiple things that he wants that he hasn't found and received in one woman. You know, I heard.
I agree with you. I agree with
there's
you.
nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with how you think, the confidence, all that. There's nothing wrong with it. You just have to find a woman that's willing to accept those things without her feeling like her light is getting dimmed, if that makes sense.
So I have to find a woman who is strong enough to know that her light can't be dimmed.
Yeah, that.
Hit me with your best shot. Tell me your name again.
Unique.
Unique. That is so special.
Thank you. Yeah, as far as the masculinity, like I said, it's not a gender. I feel like it's just, you know.
So being dominant and being, what was the word that she used? What was the word that you used? I forgot. Masculine. That is something that is not gender specific, is what you're saying?
No, I don't feel it is. I feel like I'm very dominant and masculine when I need to be. But
Can I ask you a question?
yeah.
What do you want?
What do I want? Like out of a partner,
Why am I here?
I want my partner to be able to live in his confidence, exactly like how you are, but at the same time know exactly specifically what he wants. Instead of, because like I said, you can feel one way right now, but in a couple of months, you're not going to feel the same. Everybody changes, different levels. You know, if you get what I mean?
So, by that line of reasoning, people are making lifelong decisions based off of 6 months, maybe a year. So, is that fair to say, will you marry me based off of me knowing you for a year and a half,
Is
even
it
though you're
fair?
going to change?
Is it fair?
Right.
It's fair based on if that person agrees with, I mean,
Maybe not fair. Is it feasible?
I don't know the answer to that.
I
That's
do.
fine.
I do.
I think that was kind of herky anyway. Like that whole line of questioning, the statement about people. First of all, her saying that people morphing through these stages. We know that, but I don't know. This is just weird stuff anyway, because this is like stuff they should be talking about personally if they linking up, but something that happens with people anyway. And if you of a certain age, you should know, that this is just a thing that happens, and you just gotta adjust with people. What you do while y'all changing and being together is communicate. Like, man, I'm going through some different phases, you know what I mean? And I don't know, are you ready to tackle these different phases with me? If not, we may need to make some different arrangements, so that's but I think these two need to holler at each other. I don't know. For some odd reason, I feel like these two, there's something. I don't know. But let's finish out.
No, it's fine. It's all right. Let's go. Okay, if we can have your name and age and why you ended up popping.
Hi, I'm Micah. I'm 33, and I ended up popping. One, I actually agree with a lot of the stuff that you say. So the 3 reasons that you gave before, I agree with all 3 of those. So I think you're on to that. I didn't really like how you showed up. I appreciate that you had emergency surgery. I love that.
The scrubs are clean. I was wearing a white coat while I was doing it, so
No, I
they're-
appreciate it.
they're-
I appreciate it. But yeah, that's really the only reason, to be honest. And I think we just probably,
So if you would have seen me in the dental office, you would have been like, this guy.
I would have been like, yeah, nice smile, maybe.
But the scrubs was not doing it for me.
I just feel like they said date ready and you've been here before, so you know what's up. And having
right, you're
emergency
right,
surgery
right.
is not an excuse.
I failed you
No,
on this
you didn't
day.
feel me.
I failed you.
It's
And I'm
okay.
sorry.
It's okay.
Next time, I'll make my patients wait.
Okay, please, thank you.
All right, let's go back this way. Okay, so that is all the balloons popped. We weren't able to find Joe Mash today, but let's go ahead and give it up for him, ladies. I'll take the mic. Thank you. All right, let's go ahead and bring out our next single guy.
All right, let's push this on back here. Push it on back here. And that was the ladies humbled Dr. Elom. And boy, did they. I don't know if of course the purpose here, and what they were saying was to humble him. I don't know how much of a dent it really made in changing his worldview, his life view, how he moves socially. I don't think he's going to change any of that stuff. But the one thing about if I guess a slight humbling he may do if he's smart, and that whole deal about at least the one thing about not trying to act like you know everything all the time, even if because that for whatever reason that's irritating to people. And if you're a 48 laws of power type of dude, you shouldn't be moving like that anyway. But yeah, no, you sometimes you just got to know when to give the floor to other people, let somebody else be the biggest voice or the smartest person, And if you confident, then you're not worried about that stuff. Like I've been in rooms many a time with people who are just better than me in a lot of different aspects. And I don't worry about that because my confidence is worrying about like me and what do I do and what do I bring, and not focusing in on what they do. Because that's what people do, is they start looking at, oh, what that person's doing and what this person's doing. Like, I don't care what they doing. Like, I impact how I impact, and they do what they do and how they impact, and that's just how I go. Um, but yeah, no, if he takes that one thing to heart, then he'll be okay. But yeah, no, I think a couple of the ladies saying something about like he really doesn't have much to change about himself. There's nothing wrong with loving yourself. I love myself, and I have said that to people, because you do run into people who do have some self-esteem issues. And so that's when you run into that whole, when you expressing how you feel about yourself, that's when it starts rubbing those type of people the wrong way, because they that's not something that they do with themselves. But yeah, this was cool to check out. And these perspectives of these ladies, I really enjoyed this. And these ladies, they weren't like nasty with their commentary about dude. That's the thing that I liked about this, is that nobody came off like none of these ladies, they had some stuff to say, but they kept it real cordial and all that, and very nice, and didn't have to raise voices, and no neck rolls, and eye rolls. The sarcasm was to a minimum. A lot of it was coming from dude anyway, especially with the last one at the end. A lot of sarcasm there. And she was tripping anyway. Like I hate when grown-ups make life decisions based off of clothes, something that people could readily change. So like if you like were an aware enough person, and you dealing with somebody, and that's one of your things that turns you off, let's just say, is the way that they dress. That could be changed. You know what I mean? Like if you don't like it, and I've done that before, like if I'm with somebody and they got a dress style that I don't agree with so much, like they can still dress like them, but I'll buy them stuff to they can incorporate that I like. So that's what you do, but yeah, no, I don't know, man. People gotta figure out ways, and it's real crazy to me to think about all these small things that people allow to get in the way of being happy together. So it's really really crazy, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna leave, but before I do, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, hit the share button, hit the playlist option. You'll see this one in entertainment reactions. Well, you know what? I'll put it in comedy reactions too, because there's an element of comedy in here. I ain't even gonna front. So, entertainment reactions and comedy reactions. Crazy enough. So, that's two separate playlists that you'll see this in. So, make sure that you check out this and those, as well as anything else that I'll put into those particular playlists. I do have playlists for other things. A lot of that stuff is music related, but as you can see, I step outside of that. So when you get the chance, just dive into the playlist. Just, act like it's swimming pools. Treat this like the Kendrick Lamar song from back in the day, and just swimming pool, just dive in there. But Cash App, $ you made Roscoe, PayPal at you made Roscoe. Super thanks option is available for those who like to show their support or appreciation for what's being done on the page. Any donations will be made to those spots. And again, anybody who wants to say happy birthday to your boy in the comment section, feel free to do that. I'm not above, taking in some birthday love, so yeah, that's it. That's all. I'm done. I will see you guys again soon. So until next time, be safe and be good.